So, guys, this is my review for episode 65 of Hajime no Ippo. With that, guys, let's jump right into episode 65 of my review. Let's get it. Now, I talked about this in my reaction to episode 65, where we originally, the beginning of the episode, like the opening, it just was Sendo was defending his belt for the first time, and he got the win, the knockout, beating his opponent in 1 minute 7 seconds. But I, me walking into the fight, I, I mean, walking into the episode, I didn't see us getting the breakdown of the fight. With Ippo sitting here watching the fight, watching the tape, we're getting his mindset, what he's thinking. I actually like that we see this again. We know that he rewatched his fight with Date, and now he's watching his other opponent. Well, technically now we know now per this episode is that he's preparing to fight Sendo for the belt. I guess within the next probably like 3 months or something like that. So us getting to see Ippo do this again, it definitely like literally like let me it gave me a joy to see Ippo looking at a fight and getting his reaction and his response, because we weren't really getting a lot of this except for most recently in the episodes. So this here, him watching the fight and us getting what his thoughts and mindset are on a fight specifically pertaining to the championship belt, is really really good to see. I really enjoyed this here in episode 65. With the introduction of Neko here, we see that that chief, he brings them to this mountaintop instead of the beach. He shuts down the beach hopes, right? He sends them to the mountaintop here with Neko at Yushio's lodge, here just to really put some training in. I do like the fact that Chief, was able to get the whole band together to just get them to train together. This is really really good, in my opinion. To just really just more so just focus on training rather than going to the beach and relaxing. So, an introduction of Neko was cool, but at the same time, I didn't see what was to come in the next one. I didn't see this happening at all, and that basically was Chief and Neko just having a little miniature spar here, very quick spar at that, and look like they haven't really lost a step at all. And even Ippo says it's like that's not the movement of an 80-year-old right there. And it just shows that they, in a split moment, they can still put in some work to be able to get a fight in real quick, defend themselves. They are definitely not nothing to play with. So I really did enjoy this moment here. It was really it was funny, but it was definitely shocking for me. Now, I did enjoy, for the most part, I did enjoy the training that they put in. I did enjoy the funny moments that popped up in there with the bear, with the dog, Hachi, and all of that. Um, and even Neko, he would try to help, but he kind of was getting in the way of people's training. But I do like the fact that he was actually able to help Ippo with understanding how to chop the wood and stuff. But one thing I did enjoy the fact to note that I did enjoy the fact that we find out again per the image prior, what I was talking about between Chief and Neko here, is that they were opponents at one given point. And of course Neko, he basically had to retire because of brain damage, and it took him 5 years to really get himself back to a functioning point, but he never fully recovered. And that's understandable. There's a lot of this that still goes on in reality when it's pertaining to boxing and head trauma and damage. So it's just one of those things that it is the price. They even talk about it here in the episode. That is the price of doing what you're doing in this ring. There is a price to it. And Ippo's like, I can't run from this though. I have to do. But the thing is that we're finding out that in these moments of just doing normal, regular, routine training, a little bit of extra, even newer training for all of them, that we find out that Ippo's getting ready to learn from Neko and Chief on how to punch. With what did he say? He said there's more to punch, to be able to punch than just punching. So he's talking about adding more numbers to his punches. So we're getting ready to dive into that, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. So episode 65 is really, really good. I really did enjoy this episode. And of course, like I said, Neko and even Chief, they look like they can go at any given point. Kind of reminds me of Master Roshi with Dragon Ball Z, and other various anime out there that, of course, have the typical, older 70 to 90-year-old that it can still be shredded at any given point and stuff like that. So show off their muscles and stuff. That's really, really fun and funny to see. But I enjoyed episode 65, guys. What did y'all think of the episode? When you first sat down to watch it, leave some comments. What did you think of this review? Let's talk about some things. But I will talk to you all over on my reaction and review of episode 66 to come. Peace, guys.